You're watching Midwest Lizard Mom.
Hi, I'm Susie, and this is my bearded dragon, Kaiju. He is my co-host. We're going to talk all about bearded dragons and their diet.
The basic diet for bearded dragons when they're babies is about 80% insects and 20% veggies. And then when they are an adult, they'll be eating 80% veggies and 20%. So basically it flips gradually over that first year.
Make sure you're giving them calcium with bugs.
When preparing salads, it's a good idea to have 1 to 2 greens and something with color to grab their attention. Sprinkle some bugs on the top of the salad that have been dusted with calcium powder. Variety is key, especially with veggies and bugs. Just think, if you were eating the same thing every day, would you enjoy that? Probably not. In the following slides, I'm going to have veggie staples, occasional foods, and things you should not feed them under any circumstances. These aren't complete lists. They are just lists of things that I thought were easy to find, that were okay, and then things that you should not feed because they could be harmful to your bearded dragon or unhealthy. For veggies, I found that fresh thyme in my area tends to have great dandelion greens and sometimes mustard greens, definitely collard greens. So they have some of those options. Their butternut squash and other squashes are very reasonable in price, and they have some other things that are more treats, but some other vegetable options. And next up, we're going to talk about feeder insects. There is a pretty good variety of insects that you can feed your bearded dragon. Dubia roaches are definitely a popular one because they're very healthy. Silkworms and black soldier fly larvae are high in calcium, so those are also great. This is not a full list of all the insects to feed, but definitely some good options. I also have feeder insects that are treats. These are things you would not want to give them very often. I use it as a motivator for my bearded dragon if I want him to come out of his hide, but I never take him out. I'll use a superworm to get his attention. I also use that to get him used to me because he was a very shy bearded dragon. Also, I have a list here of things that you definitely don't ever want to feed your bearded dragon. Some of these might seem self-explanatory, but it's never harmful to provide a list so people are aware. If you don't see something on this list, I would just avoid it until you know for sure if it's okay or not. Pot leaves, marijuana leaves are not okay to feed your bearded dragon. And just a couple final helpful hints. I recommend feeding your bearded dragon a salad in the morning with bugs on it, and then provide bugs in a salad if needed according to their schedule based on their age. Again, this isn't a complete guide, it's just some helpful hints regarding their diet. Definitely do your research. One of the insect suppliers that I like to purchase from is dubia.com. They have really healthy and reasonably priced insects. They don't carry crickets, but they have dubias and they ship them in a container. I also like to purchase healthy crickets from Josh's Frogs. With anything, you might have to pick and choose where you get things from. So that's it for now. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to throw it in the comments below. I will have some additional videos out on food preparation in the future, and so stay tuned for that. If you want to see anything sooner, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will definitely make that to be on my list sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching.